Hello and welcome to another episode of Space Engineers as we start another glorious day out here at our control tower that I've got the shape set up for. We're also drilling out a core in the center. If we come through here a little bit less than a full block so that we maintain this rock wall here, but we are drilling out enough space that we can make an elevator all the way up that center shaft. Now it's going to be a nice big elevator because, you know, that seems to be the theme of this series, is building elevators absolutely everywhere. But we've got the frame set up for this, so let's go take a look at what I'm thinking for the design. We'll start from the ground up. So quite literally on the ground, it's just going to have these stilts. I don't think I'll do anything except maybe bulk them up by making them a bit thicker, maybe putting some armor flaring on them, but I'm not sure what else I would need to do for it because I think it looks fine as it is. Next one up, we have the 4 docking ports, one on each of the corners. And oh, Space Engineers is doing its little freezes again for me. It'll come back. It'll come back in a moment. But with these 4 docking ports, you'll be able to dock a small to medium-sized ship here. Basically anything small block and smaller large block ships. You'll be able to land. You'll get through one of these doors, and in these flat areas here, you'll be able to look through great big windows pointing out in the 4 sort of cardinal directions. There we go. Now it comes back. Yeah, seriously, this is what Space Engineers has been doing for me, like, since the update. This is so difficult to record with. But you'll be able to go through the door here, and then this entire space here is going to be a beautiful open window. So you'll be able to look out, see the sunrise. On this edge over here, you'll be able to look up and gaze at the moon. There's the beautiful cliffs and the lake view. Oh, it's going to be beautiful. But then you'll be able to go into the center and head on up. And I want to turn that drill and fill area off so I can show you that without having to walk through it. There we go. And back down. So you'll be able to come up to here, and there'll be a glass encased elevator that will be going up and down. It'll be absolutely beautiful. Now I'm contemplating whether or not I want to have these armor pillars here. You guys can give me your opinion on that if you want. The other thing I could do is these. I believe this glass can just sit on top of the blocks here and connect to the ceiling blocks, so they don't actually need these corners to be anchored. And so what I could do is, I'm going to demonstrate here. I could do something like this. Oop. Sorry, a little scrap. And if I grab the slopes, I could tighten in with the slope there, and tighten in with the slope there, and then just have the glass above it. I get a little bit more space, but you miss the sort of like structured, solid feel of having the larger coming out to the pillar. But I don't know what would be better. You guys can give me your opinion on the aesthetics of that. But coming through here, we've got a nice pit to work with to build this elevator. And I built this, should be... Do I not have the spare, I have this steel plate. Oh, it's because it's a slope. There we go. I was like, why aren't you letting me place? We've got this 3x3 for the elevator area, but instead of bringing down the walls immediately there, I've brought it out to 5 by 5, which then I can go down with, and I should have plenty of room here to make a nice big elevator contraption that, oh, we're in for another freeze. Hopefully this one's shorter. A nice big elevator contraption that won't be larger than this area's walls. As we can see from our still frame here, we have 3 by 3. If we had a tight 3 by 3 where we were worrying about hitting the walls, then it would limit the place where we could place a lot of our pistons to make this elevator work. Ah, there we go. But we should be okay. We should be okay. So we'll continue to place down here. I'm unsure of how many pistons I need to stack up in order to make this work. But I'll figure it out. Oh, yes. So, let's see. One thing I do need to do is... do I make this with armor blocks? Because I need a button panel. And I need a button panel on the interior of this thing. Because that's the only way this is going to work. The problem being, if you have blast doors, and I do have some blast doors nearby that I can go and utilize, these ones down here, you can't place things on them. So a block in the center of it would have to get changed from blast door to probably a normal block, and then put some buttons on it. I wonder how I want to do that, because these ones here, these are simple. They only have 2 floors. You just have a button panel here, and you just press a button, and you just go. But that one's going to be more complicated, because it's going to actually have 5 floors. So not only will there not be enough buttons within a single button panel, but those buttons need to be functional. Not sure what to do here, but I'll figure it out. But as we go up, we've got a second floor here. The first floor would be sort of like your arrivals, your departures, a nice universal lounge. Here could be, we could put in like a, I don't know, a little bit of a cafe, some kiosks, some more sort of commercial stuff. Next level up could be utility, maybe some battery storage, whatever we need. And then the next level up from there would be air traffic control, where we would have all sorts of ATC stuff going on. We'd have a seat probably in every single direction. I think I have the plate for that on me. Yeah, so you get off the elevator, you'd walk forward, and the plan is to have windows on the outside of this. Now, windows, we want the nice big ones. We got 3 by 3, hopefully. Yeah, 3 by 3 flats. And the plan would be to not have it offset like that, but it would be to have it on the front of these and just coat the entirety of this entire upper portion of it in beautiful, beautiful windows. Which could be easy to do. Can't we connect windows like that to Catwalk? Right? Catwalk would give us an edge to work with, if I'm not mistaken. Although I do need a girder, because these things need girders to start, instead of anything like steel plate or construction components or interior plate, which is stuff that I do have, but I don't have girders. Do I not have any girders? Oh, geez. Make me girders, please. Go. Thank you. Alright. all sorts of build and repairs in the world that are screaming for resources. So if I put down a catwalk, I should be able to attach a girder to it. Yes. Perfection. And then from that, my windows can just go 3x3 windows. 1, 2, 3, like that. Using that single girder as the, the single catwalk as the connection point. Of course, we won't leave it as a single catwalk, of course. Let's take the catwalks all the way up, say. And then we can continue that all the way around. With those. Oh, ooh. It's going to be one off. Now let's see. This is going to be slanted up until there. Let's do this from the bottom. I do not have enough girders for this. All right. Let me go back, get a pile of girders, and then I'll come back and plan out these windows. It always helps to just turn off the city for a second for the build and repairs. They were stealing my stuff so quickly, it was ridiculous. Alright. They're probably building all sorts of windows themselves over there. But let's get these laid out and figured out. Because I may just not be able to... I don't think I have to worry about that, because if I go up, if I place these guys here, and then I just keep going up, I'll match the top. So I might not even need... If I just cover the entire top with windows, I don't even need the, these guys on the sides, the graded catwalks. I mean, I'll probably have them because it's nice to have another anchor point, but I might not even need them because it'll all be anchored right along there. Ooh, how fancy. All the way up to there. Oh, that looks absolutely wonderful. Then, with that, we've got the seats. We'll have the control seats. We could have the seats. We could have the seats one back. And we can attach stuff to the interior, right? I can attach LCD panels. Yeah, I can attach transparent LCDs. I can have these control seats right here. So 4 control seats in every direction. They'll have the same data on them. And they'll have transparent LCDs. Oh, absolutely beautiful at ATC. Nice big windows. Okay, so now let's do the windows from the bottom here. So we'll clear that out. Let's grab windows. We're going to want to get stuff with a nice angle to it. Now there's a 1x1 slope. Let's go just window slope. So we can grab them. 1x2 slope. Now, there's more than that. Right? The 1x1, 1x2. Yeah. These ones. So there's flat, slope. There we go. So this one is for the upper portion here. There and there. And then this one is for this portion. Now there's going to be these like freaking annoying gaps in the windows. Like there's going to be the railings in between them. Why the hell there isn't a 3x3 slope? I will never understand. That makes me sad that there isn't that. I want that so badly. A beautiful 3x3 slope of a window. Or even if two... Okay, here's something. How about if two windows are touching each other, there's a version of the window that has a border, and there's a version of the window that's a borderless. Oh, how about that? Then you could have a whatever size of window, but they could fill out and cover the entirety of the area with absolutely zero issues. But otherwise, I'm thinking that this is going to look absolutely beautiful when we get it all covered up and definitely colored up. That one's fast. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Beautiful windows. And then the 8. This one could just continue going upwards. Right here. As it's the same angle. And another couple. Ah! No, waste our girder. But I'll continue that later. Let's get build and repair connected. So off screen, while I was getting things ready, I projected out and built up a tube coming straight up the center of there, just enough that it popped out right here, so that we can slap a build and repair down and flip it around so front is up for some reason. That should be good. And get that build and repair built. I don't have enough interior plates. Oh, because I placed some catwalks, and we're having another one of our freezes. This is becoming so freaking difficult for me that it's almost getting to the point where, like, goddamn, it's becoming difficult to actually, like, record and do stuff because of all the freezes. But oh well. Nothing I can do about that. 15,000 steel plate. Freaking awesome. Oh, that's in the paver. Oh, so it's been stealing all my steel. Never mind. But we're going to soldier through. We're going to get this done. Thankfully, a lot of the work is being automated by the build and repairs and such. So, life is good. Let's get this set up as build and repair, not city, but build and repair tower. And we'll turn down its volume. We'll turn it on. And let's get it connected to the group so it can ask for resources. Now, there's multiple other conveyors here, so let's put a build and repair on each of them, and then we can set up them all, because as long as they're placed in the world, God, come on, there we go, I can change all their settings, get them all ready to kick ass, and then as soon as they're built up and connected, they will automatically turn back on and kick ass. So, build and repair. There's all these different incomplete ones. We'll call them all build and repair tower. We will turn them all on, set them all to 10%. 10% noise, and then get them all in that group so they can call for resources. Now, if I did this correctly, rear should be down and front should be up for all of these. And I have just enough resources to build one more. Yeah, front is up. So I can take these guys, and using this guy here as a guide, I should be able to push them up a bit about, say, 75 meters maybe. Let's go 70 meters. So that should be, yeah, they're ending off here. So that now covers the whole tower. Excellent. I could, even if I wanted to, because the tower is not going to be that tall, I could drop this down another, say, 10 meters. So that way it's also covering its entire base. So say if this gets cut off, it'll repair that. So, tower, build and repairs. Let's bring this down to 60 instead. And then turn off show area. Perfect. So now, the entire tower is covered by 9 builds and repairs. Right? No. 3, 6, 8 build and repairs. There isn't one in the center, but that's fine. We might have to do something about the center, though, because we do need to head down here and build the elevator. But we can always retask these things to go down lower and build the elevator up quick when we need it to. In the meantime, they are focusing on getting all of the tubes built up and get themselves built up, and then everything. Okay. Tower. Build yourself. Build yourself ever so quickly. Now, I guess the only other thing I could get on with this tower before I really need to just, place a bunch of windows on it and do that kind of stuff is we could get this elevator going. So why don't I quickly place down some of these. Also, figure out, because I can always fill this stuff back in if I need to. Do I actually need a space this big down here? Because let's do a little bit of elevator theory crafting outside here. Just go off and theory craft right here in the ice. And what is this? Some kind of thing fell from the skies. Damaged my bloody ice, you bastards. This is my landing strip. I'm gonna have to fill that in with the drill and fill mods. Okay. So, from a random block, this piston is... Oh, I should really have done this connected to the base. I need to extend this piston. Or at least see how big they are when fully extended. So why the hell not? We'll build a piston for testing purposes. There should be a build and repair right here. Yes, there is. We'll turn you on, Mr. Build and Repair. Instead of temp, I'm going to call you storage. Because that is more appropriate to your actual location. Alright. Piston. Excellent. Alright. And extend. So how many blocks do you extend? After I turn you off, because you have done your job. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's its base. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, eh? 5, 6, 7. I'm losing track here. I'm going to make sure I did this right. So the base of it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's where it'll retract back to. So why don't I retract it? And it should align with this. Yeah, pretty much. Then 1x1 piston, hangar bay 3. Why does going to this gets me to my hangar bay 3? So confused. Custom data, reverse. There we go. Then it extends up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in total. So my floors, if I arrange this to be plumb with the bottom floor, I wouldn't need that much depth, of course. But if it goes up 14, my floors are 9 long because it's 7, but there's also a floor and a ceiling it needs to get by. So I essentially need... What is this? My 4 or 5 floors, I could probably get away with 3 or 4 of these. Probably. I could do a design with 4 of them, and I think that would work. I think 3 might be a little too little in order to do that reach. And yeah, I'll just leave this here for now. Not like I need to tear it down for anything at this moment. Alright, and grab some more plate. Oh my god, steel plate. It's in need. It's funny, I've had these frickin' assemblers just like ripping on steel plate forever, and it's still frickin' not working. Assembler, come on, build me plate, damn it. Okay. Let's head back and get to it. So if I want this to be flush with the floor here, I need to go 5 of space down. And I think I actually might be able to do this within this space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the floor. Because remember, I can always fill this stuff back in with the drill and fill. So it's not like this is, like, end-all be-all. Because I also need to have this thing extend up. Extend up. Like, it's not like it can not touch the walls at any point. It has to, a little bit. Alternatively, I just stack the pistons all the way down. That might be an easier way to do this. Considering I have the distance here, I have the space to stack them. I could just go all the way down and stack the pistons up. So if this is one piston, that is the 1 block, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and floor. Oh, this is probably about the right distance. So let's take a look at that. If I'm not mistaken, this one's the center. Let's go and place piston, piston, and piston. And then that gives us it's part of the floor. Okay, so this whole thing needs to be one further down, so that way the floor can sit on top of it. So I actually need to move those drills and fills slightly downwards, it seems. So let us go and do that real quick. So, if we take these down, we take them down just that one more tick. That should be all we need. Just that little bit of extra space at the bottom there. And then if I want, I can go back and fill portions of it back in, or not, I can just leave it. Who really cares? It's just a hole underneath my base. It's not like it's going to be accessed or anything. Flip over here just so I get that down. Excellent. That should be our center. Then we can go piston, piston, and piston. And then here we are at one below where the floor should be. Okay, so now this, I'm going to need the blast door, right? I need the blast doors around the edges. But do I put a light armor block? I wonder. Because it's not going to fit there. I do need an attachment point. It's not going to attach like that. If I set it up like that, I can then do a glass door edge. Oh, come on, not another freeze. Come on, space engineers. Work with me. Edge that way. And corner. Edge. It's going to have this little bump in the center, but that would give me my buttons, right? No? No, I can't put my buttons on there. Oh my god. Okay, so this center probably is going to have to be a full light armor block with a button panel on it. It's at one of the directions. It, well, doesn't really matter. And then off of the armor block for the rest of the car, it has to be the blast doors, so that they don't rub the sides here as they go up. So the 4 edges and God, I can't position these things correctly. 4 corners. One, 2, 3, and 4. So this will have to be my little cart. That's a little annoying to get in and out of, but I mean, it's the only way this thing is going to slide up and down properly, right? I wonder, can we do just blast door? What does that do? Oh, that's a little smoother to just do blast door. At least to walk on. I wonder if we can do that in the corners. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so corner is still the corner, but we can do blast door all the way around in the normal bits here. Because, ooh, or can we? Oh, we might not be able to, because because that's not connecting to the center. See how this is not connected? So this is connecting to this, connecting to this, connecting to this, connecting to this. So this is not connected to this directly. So if I did that all the way around, this exterior thing would just drop off. So I bet if I if I got rid of this, that one would just drop. Yep, man. Exactly how I thought it would. So, that's not going to work. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to be blast door. Just, blast door edges. Yep, so I got the connection points for the corners. Oh well. I can always have it so that the elevator moves up slightly, so it's actually a little bit less of a, like going down into a little trough and then walking forward. I can have it so you're essentially walking up or down that small little incline. But here we'll have our 4 pre-programmed buttons for the 4 different levels. Awesome. That'll work. That will definitely work. Get me out of there. So, we can hop ourselves back down there through our little maintenance way. 3 pistons should be more than enough. We can just fill this out a little bit. And of course, we'll probably run another couple beams down here just to strengthen this area in case something gets damaged or magically destroyed or deleted. And we got another programmable block, which will be the program for this one, which I need a display for. But we will continue with the construction of the tower in the next episode. That's it for now. Thanks for watching, and good hunting out there, fellow space engineers.